Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks, and I was just playing around with the blend tool earlier and made a video on how to do this, and then I came up with this one that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool design. We're going to do it exactly like the first one. If you didn't watch, we're going to take the polygon tool, make a relatively small one, and hit P. And I'm going to kind of explain blend direction and what it's doing. We're going to grab this and convert it to a curve, which you can go to Object and convert to Curve or Q, Control Q. Then grab your Shape tool and select all the nodes, or you can always just select the nodes this way. And then you've got to really convert them to curves from the segment. And then we're going to do the exact same thing we did earlier. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 0.2 to make it a little bit different. And I'm going to grab this, and in the other video we went down arrow key, down arrow key, up arrow key, up arrow key, left or right arrow key, left arrow key. And then we're going to control, well, let's just hit the plus key on the keyboard for this. And holding down the shift key so they'll grow perfect. And then we want to change this a little bit. So let's down two. It's easier to just grab both of them. Right two, and I'm just clicking the arrow key twice. Here's kind of a key. This has 6 sides, so we're going to rotate it 30 degrees. Well, if we select them now with the directional blend set for 0 and hit apply, we already get that 30 degrees that the directional blend was doing. So let's put it back to where it was, and then I'm going to show you that's what the directional blend is doing. Hit apply, and then let's change this to 30 degrees, and you can see what it's doing. It's turning it 30 degrees. Now what's kind of unique and cool, I think anyway, would be to select it all, go up to Object, and break the blend apart, and then go ahead and group it. Go to Object and Group or Control G. Then with your twirl tool, and I love playing with the twirl tool, and make it bigger than your item. And you have to basically click on the item and you see it's been selected. And then try to get in the middle and just turn it. And you get a completely different look. And just to kind of show it off, let's take the Smart Fill tool and fill every other one in. And that looks like you spent a lot of time drawing that. It looks like a wavy piece of fabric. Anyway, just playing. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.